my new favorite little water, Topo Chico. Anyways, hello everybody. You know what time it is. It's 12:30. That means it's time to discuss it with Drake. That would be me. Today's topic is going to be, what are the most common contingencies? Some people don't understand what a contingency is, but some of you do. So I'm just going to break it down for you. And we are on episode number 53. Woohoo! So before we get started, once again, please just head on over to YouTube and search for Drake's Real Estate TV. Yeah, I got my own channel. Yeah, I do. And hit subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate that. And so let's get started. So when you're buying a home, there's something called a contingency to be aware of course. And a contingency clause means that certain requirements must be met before the contract can be binding. Well, it's binding, but you know what I mean. So in terms of the contingency, if the terms of the contingencies are not met, then the contract might end, meaning you'd fall out of escrow. And that's something that we don't want to do. So sometimes these are described as if-then scenarios. Okay, for example, if you sell your home, then you'll buy someone else's. Okay, when you find a home that you want to buy, it usually starts with a purchase offer that you make to the seller, of course. And then the seller eventually accepts your offer, and then the contingencies may be attached to the offer. So contingencies are included in your real estate contract. Okay, so the following are just some of the most common contingencies. One of them right now is selling your home. Okay, so one common contingency is that your offer might be based on whether or not you successfully sell your current home. Okay, this is called a chain of sale clause. So these clauses are usually based on a certain time frame, which might be 30 or 60 days. Then after that time, if your home actually hasn't sold, your contract could end. So there's lots of ways to have this structured so you can have a conversation with me. So if you're buying a home in a down market, then this might be more feasible. But if you're trying to buy a house in a hot, competitive market, like what's going on today, this could make it very difficult for you to be compared to other buyers. So we can definitely discuss your offer offline, and then if this pertains to you, and we can figure out how to solve it. Okay, because everything has a fix. Okay, another contingency, which is very, very common, excuse me, is appraisals. So an appraisal contingency is a protection for you as a buyer. Okay, it's meant as a way to make sure that the property value is valued at a specific minimum amount. And if the property you want to buy doesn't appraise for at least what's specified, you could actually terminate the contract. In many cases, you can also get your earnest money back, or you could renegotiate it back down. However, in today's red hot market, scorching market, this is usually the number one contingency to go. So again, let's talk about your scenario one-to-one, because there are many different ways to structure this to help you out. Okay, so appraisals, even though they're there across the board, they're more important for some people than others. That sounds weird, but the larger your down payment is, the less weight your appraisal actually will hold. So let's talk about it. Another one, inspections. So it's always recommended that you have a professional physical inspector check out the property before you buy it. And of course, I've got a team of inspectors willing and able to help us. Unless, of course, you have one that you'd like to hire. And so the appraisal is different from this. So an appraisal is a value for the lender. It is required for underwriting. An appraisal doesn't look at the actual physical condition of the home as much as factors that play a specific role in its value. So an inspector is going to go over things like mechanical systems and structural elements of a home and identifying anything that needs to be replaced or perhaps repaired, or in some cases missing. Okay, so you might use these as part of your negotiations. Contracts may stipulate that the repairs be made by the seller if they're found, or again, you could negotiate based on what the inspector finds. Inspections are so vital that for giving you a peace of mind that please don't skip this step. It's very, very important. And if you decide to skip this for whatever reason, actually, you're going to have to sign a waiver because it's actually that important. Okay, financing. With a financing contingency, sometimes also called a mortgage contingency. You have the time to actually obtain the financing you'll need to purchase a home. If you can't get financing, then this leaves you the ability to get out of your contract and you still get your earnest money back. But why would you even get that far? When you're with me, that's not going to happen. Okay. With a financial contingency, usually the contract will outline a certain number of days that you as the buyer have to get financing. And like I said, in most cases, this is going to be done ahead of time. I always make sure that my clients are solid. Never into a contract unless this portion is 110% complete. All right. And if you need some lender recommendations, I've got some fantastic ones. I mean, literally, I can go on vacation and I don't have to worry about nothing because these guys are on it. So, you know who you are. Thank you. So what's important to realize is that, yes, if you're buying a home, contingencies can be an important way to protect yourself. At the same time, you need to be smart in how you use them because too many contingencies can cause your offer to be rejected. And if you're buying in a competitive market like now, sellers aren't going to want to deal with a laundry list of contingencies. So even if you can't raise your offer in a multiple offer situation, and who's not in a multiple offer situation, what you can do is actually eliminate some contingencies to make yourself a little bit more attractive as a buyer. So like I said, there's a lot going on in today's market right now, and there's a lot of strategy that goes into having your offer accepted. So who you work with matters. I've been doing this for 21 years, okay? I think I kind of know what I'm doing most of the time. So if you're thinking about it, just give me a call, shoot me a text, and let's chat. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Hope you found it information useful. And I want to give a shout out to Realty Times for providing me the information today. And as always, please don't keep me a secret. Share with everyone you know. Is there a topic you'd like me to discuss? Let me know. I'll get it on the calendar. So I hope you have a fantastic week. Be kind to one another. Don't forget to live, laugh, and love, my favorite. And until we see each other again, when the next move matters, contact Drake for Homes. All right? Thanks, everyone. See you later.